Hi everyone. I just felt like I needed to draw today. I've never done this before. I thought I'd give it a shot. I think it's good for my own mental health, just to get it out there and just draw. So I found some DVDs that I got in the past that are animals in motion, or you can focus on just like their heads and stuff. Since I don't have like easy access to the zoo right now or other places I'd like to go, I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to do this at home and share it with you guys. If you're interested, great. If not, no hard feelings. I'm doing this for my own mental health. I wanted to do something positive for myself, to draw, and just something I just love to do, and I haven't done a lot of it lately. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. So I picked an elephant because one of my favorite things to draw. Let's see how this goes. So I always start out with like a square for an elephant head. And I use China marker on newsprint, something I started a long time ago. I took a class with Mike Matisse at School of Visual Arts. It was just like a night class. And I learned so much in it. It was about force and learning like just how to get like the general ideas of stuff out there, but also using force and just getting it. Now, the problem with this right now is like I don't see the full trunk, so I'm kind of making it up as I go along. I might see where this is, and we might make some wrinkles. But one thing I like about China marker is what I'm using is that you'll see your mistakes, but I like to draw light to begin with, and then go a little darker to get more details. Let's see. Kind of going near the edge of the page here because I'm doing this in a vertical setting, which is kind of odd for me for the video, but yeah, I'm just trying something different. So I don't know what to do with the eye, but and you know, I might just finish this. I might not even finish the whole drawing. I might just get it loose and just try get an idea of like, oh, this looks pretty good, but then maybe do another one, different head. I mean, the nice thing about this video is that it's looping, so I can go back and like look like, okay, when the trunk comes up, how does the trunk come up? Because obviously the elephant is eating some kind of hay or something. I'm sure it's got. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do something for myself. I've been unemployed for almost 4 months now. It'll be 4 months in a few days, and it's not fun. I imagine a lot of people are dealing with this right now, especially in the animation industry, and it really messes with your mental health, like feeling like you're just not doing enough. You know what? I made that ear way too close. Let's try this again. I'm going to try a different head this time. But yeah, it really kind of messes with my mental health a lot. And it's like, well, I want to do something just for me, which is drawing. I love to draw. So, I went back too far. So this is the name of it. It's from Rhino House. This is a DVD that I bought, I don't know, in 2005, I want to say. If you even know what DVDs are. It was actually published or made in 2003, but I bought it in 2005. And I haven't used it that much, but occasionally I do. I have two different ones. One's like chimpanzees and different animals. This one is giraffe, or the other one has chimpanzees and giraffes. This one has elephants and rhinos and stuff. So let me try this one. We'll have them face the other way. And I might move the easel over a little bit so you can see it a bit better what I'm doing. How's that? Okay. Hopefully I'm not covering it up too much with my shoulder. Yeah, so I don't know how everyone else, let me know if you're also dealing with like feeling you're not doing enough or finding work, or it's just not out there, or if you are finding stuff, what was successful for you to find work. You know, I might even make a caricature of this later, like a different caricature. Elephants' eyes are so small, it's hard to even find where the iris and pupil are, but you know, sometimes you just draw it dark a little bit. But maybe I'll just do elephants today, and if I do this again, I'm like wondering if I do this like weekly and make this like my Wednesday, where I feel like I'm winning by actually accomplishing by drawing something. And I'll just do it in the morning around 10 o'clock after just to get my day started. Boy, it's not feeling great. But you know what? This is how drawing is. Sometimes you get in a groove and you're feeling great. Other times it's like you kind of struggle a bit. Part of it is like I might feel like I'm a little too close to the actual screen, so I'm like looking at too many details up close. I might have to step back further. That might be helpful. Hopefully you can see this. I'm not trying to see how well you can see, but yeah. If you're messaging me while I'm doing this, I'm sorry, my back's to the camera, so I can't really talk to anybody and see what you're writing or if you are. But I don't know. Yeah, it's not great. I feel like I'm getting a little too close in the details, so I might want to step back a bit. I might even draw it smaller. I might be drawing it too big. So maybe if I draw a little smaller, I can get the details better. I'm also drawing at the edge of the page here so that hopefully you can see more, and I'm not blocking everything for you guys to see. But man, I do love China marker. I think people love charcoal to draw with. It's like kind of like the go-to, especially in college if you're taking art classes. It's like draw with charcoal. I find charcoal just so messy, and it's like smudges a lot. It's not very controlling. I'm just trying to get the gesture out there of the character, or if there's a person or an animal, I'm just trying to get the gesture out there. So it's easier to draw really loose and stuff with China marker. You can also draw really light. It also depends on if you're using newsprint or not. Like if this is what I'm using right now is newsprint. If you're using, I prefer like a smoother newsprint. This one has a little bit of texture to it. It's really smooth. It glides on really nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what to do on a daily basis, and it's like, well, one of the things I love to do is draw, so I'm gonna draw something. Yeah, I'm drawing this way too high up. Let's see. I don't know. This is my first time doing it, so it's like I'm probably if I ever do this again, I'll probably figure out a different setup. Because one of the things I'm noticing right now is that I'm drawing the elephant's eye way too high. It should be more down here, and then that would make everything go down a little further. So that's part of the problem that I'm seeing. But I'm just trying to get it out there and just see how this goes. Making it really loose, and yeah. Let me know if you're like enjoying this at all. I feel like I don't even know how people are watching or anything, but I'm like, I'm just gonna give this a shot. So let me go back. I'm gonna go to a different menu. Let's see, that's a different angle. Let's see. Let's go back to the main menu. Anyway, sorry, something popped up. All right, let me do the giraffe. I don't know. It might be something good to visuals with this. I'm gonna draw like maybe full body with this time. Let's see what the options are. So there's head, neck, close up, body, legs, texture. I'm gonna go with the body, and we'll just do one of them. Actually, we'll do this one. All right. So giraffes are, I feel, very fun to draw, but they're also kind of weird to draw because they're just such a weird body shape. Do you see this okay? Because you have to draw such a long neck, and usually I cut it off the top of the page because I'm trying to draw it the full body. But then like they got really thick upper parts of their legs, and then kind of goes knobby and then thin and then knobby again. Where the the hooves are, where the knees are. Let's see. And then they have a pretty long tail. Even though this draft is not showing the tail, I might just draw it in there anyway. And then, let's see, moving its head around a lot, but the giraffe kind of has almost like a triangle shaped head with triangle, well, more like diamond ears, and their eyes are kind of low. They have like a lot of bumps. Just chewing on something there. I feel like another thing I rarely do anymore is like actually draw on paper. I'm drawing a lot in Photoshop or, well, Photoshop is kind of my go-to when I draw online, or on the computer. I used to use Sketchbook Pro, but I just feel like there's more options with like Photoshop. But paper is just so much more. I feel like I'm getting more energy out by doing this, which is good. I feel like it's, again, like a mental thing. I'm getting, like I'm using my full body, which is so if you're sitting down and working in Photoshop or on your computer, you're not getting the full body, and I'm using my full arm. Even though I might be using my hand to get some smaller details, I am essentially like trying to move my whole body, and like I'm standing, and it gives me, I don't know, just it helps me mentally, I guess. Maybe I'll switch the page and go to the guy in the back too and see what, try that out. But let's see. This is boring to you, I'm sorry. I just wanted to do this for myself. And who knows, I might, if I don't want to, depends on like how people react to it and stuff, but I might do this on a weekly basis. I wouldn't say daily, it's too hard to do it daily, but I just simply love to draw, and I don't feel like I draw enough. I mean, like I doodle sometimes, but it's good to study life when you're drawing, because like, oh yeah, I forget that like a hoofed animal, like this is his upper thigh, and then the knee is actually here, I believe, and this is actually the heel. Like that's how this works. That's why they have like their legs go backwards. You'll notice it more in horses, but yeah. How is this looking? Can you see okay? Yeah, okay. I don't know how long I'm going to do this for. I mean, I might do it for a little while and get a couple characters done, or a couple animals. Maybe I will make this a character now. I'm like kind of liking how this one looks. So I might try a new page and see like, oh, what would this look like as a more caricatured animal? Some of the things you have to figure out too is like how the spots are. You want to follow like the shape of the animal, so it's like you don't want to just do flat all the way down unless you're doing more stylized, but you kind of want to figure out, oh, this is where the shape of the chest is, so you got to make it look like it's going back behind this leg, and then this one is going to go a little bit further down this way, and then, you know, just try and figure out like the spots for the spots. Yeah, I don't know. I might not. And like a lot of times too, it's like I normally give myself a time limit to how long I draw a character for, but since I'm just trying to show my process a little bit of how I sketch it out, I'm doing it a little longer. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I'm going to try it as a caricature now. A caricature, a cartoon character. Alright, so the thing about giraffes is they have just funny proportions. So we're going to draw like a very boxy shape here, and then the long neck, and then the head. We're kind of going to do the same thing I just did, but you might want to extend a little bit. Like the legs are going to be, we're going to caricature the legs a lot. Like they're going to be like really long. And these are going to go like almost like this, like one in front of the other. It seems kind of, the legs are so fragile, but the weight of everything else in the character is so interesting. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to really get this really thin. Go down to almost nothing, like a stick, and then maybe big hooves down here. And then the back leg, you might push it out a little bit because it's hard to see like the where it's going. It's not great, but we'll try it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the way it was. Like I said, that's the nice thing about China work is that we're just trying to get it loose. And then one thing I did with Mike Matisse's class is like you kind of figure out the shape of everything. So you might draw like how how it wraps around. So I draw like these like action lines, like okay, this is like the cylinder going up, this is the cylinder going back. It kind of helps you place where the spots are going to be too later. Alright, now we're going to do the head. And this is probably where the caricature really comes in. So we're going to do like kind of a big droopy eye. I kind of feel like droopy. And then they have like almost like an overbite like that. They have like a strong bottom part. And the ears can go like this. We can kind of do that. hard coming in with like no plan sometimes. You're just kind of like, well, I'm going to do this and this, but then it's like kind of like a mishmash of things. But I might try another stab at this because I wasn't sure where I was going to go, and now I'm like, it's not really great. I might even start with the head next time and work my way down just to try and figure out like who this character is. You know, I'm going to try another different giraffe. Let me go back. Let's try this one. It's kind of funny looking. He looks like he almost has short legs. Alright, so let's do this. Giraffe with short legs is kind of funny. Alright, so what was I going to do? I was going to do the head first. Start with the body. Alright, let's do this. I don't know why giraffes just kind of look kind of, I think it's like the heavy eyelid, they kind of look kind of dopey. They have really, really long tongues. They like will wrap around like that. How's that looking, everybody? Sorry I have like no plan. Maybe I'll figure out a better plan next time. I just wanted to... Honestly, I'm just doing this, like I said, I'm doing this for myself. I'm just drawing until they draw. I figured, why not kind of show you my process if people are interested? And then, it's like a gazelle or something versus a giraffe. But, you know, it's one of those things where you go back and you can redraw it later and figure out, like, okay, well, this is where I messed up. Like, I didn't draw the neck long enough, or I drew his head too big. Really draw those knobby knees. And draw that tail. Maybe I'll do a more successful one. Hooves. Again, I apologize if you got questions or anything. I'm just trying to draw this out with my back to you, so it's hard for me to read what's going on. If you're reacting to anything, but yeah, pretty small. I wish I drew this head smaller or the body bigger. Alright, let me try. Let's see if there's another one that we can draw. I'll try this one. I'm going to block the screen. The rear. Maybe you can draw the face. Let's see. That one's good, kind of good. So this one looks like it has a pretty long torso. Normally they're kind of more rectangular. But let's see. Let's draw out the... I might draw the ears really big. And the eyes kind of big too, because they're kind of... I don't have a dopey face. I don't know. Not great, but getting it out there. It's funny how like the neck kind of does like this snake-like to it, but sometimes if you want to just draw like a character and simple, you just straighten it out. They kind of have like they're fuzzy up here, these horns. You know, if you guys like what I'm doing and you feel like you want to see more of it, let me know. Right now, I'm like, because I'm still figuring this out, I'm like, I'm not really 100% happy with how this drawing is going, but like, if I think it through better next time, then maybe I'll have a better process and like be like, okay, this is what we're drawing today, what I'm drawing today, if you want to follow along. You know, I want to help people too, and that's like this day of like having such easy access to like making something in AI or something like that. It's like, well, you know what? Sometimes it's just fun figuring it out on your own. Maybe it's not going to be perfect, but it's just kind of fun doing your own thing and like learning the process of it. Am I blocking it? I don't know how well you guys can see, but oh, sorry. Does his tie go at the top of the neck or the bottom? I don't know what you're asking, but oh, you're saying if it's a giraffe would wear a tie? I would think it would go up here because you wanted to go the full length of the bot. Like, you know, ties are meant to be long. If it was at the bottom of the neck, it would probably drag. So I would put the tie up here. Then he's got like a really long collar if he wore a shirt, if he wore pants. Let's see, where the pants. Like if he had his belt buckle would probably go down here. That's a good challenge. I like that. Thank you for asking. So then that's some cuffs. Even though the heel's like technically up there, I would probably still make the heels down here. And then, yeah, maybe he's got his sleeves rolled up. He's wearing sleeves. I don't know. And stripy tie. If he had sunglasses, or glasses, they'd probably go like this over his face. Get to stretch out over here. Yeah. Oh, well, you can see. Maybe I'll try drawing it full body, standing up. I'll just keep this guy playing, but I'm going to just draw an actual, like what I would draw of a giraffe if it was like a anthropomorphic character. Like maybe, because I feel like there are a lot of times that backs like you could have him go like this, maybe. Draw the kind of the S shape of the character. Sometimes it's, even if you're doing like a caricature, like if it's anthropomorphic, it's still not a bad idea to have some reference though, so you know like what the anatomy would be, like how it would break down, like, you know, because like those back legs look so knobby, even though like I said those aren't really his knees, it feels like that would be his knees, and you can kind of do like that. And maybe like he's unsure of himself. Should he still wear the tie? Maybe. It'd be funny if it was a bow tie though. Yeah, it feels weird if the tie's up there and I want to do a collar. The collar would feel like it's more down here, but oh well. Let's see. Pretty unsure of himself, this guy. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. How well can you see that? Maybe I will bring it down here more if I'm gonna make a tie on the character. It does feel weird up here. A good question you asked earlier is, it's like, yeah, how would that work? If it's like, you know, normally you have it more, you know, I guess it's at the base of the neck always on a human being, so it would be at the base of the neck on a giraffe as well. You can do the hair, do the spots. Let's see. How would the sleeves be? I feel like I kind of made a issue with the body a little bit here, but oh well. Maybe he has short sleeves. He wants to show off those skinny, skinny giraffe arms. And the legs would be. What would he be sorry about? He looks like he's feeling guilty about something. What would that be? He ate too much that day? He ate too many of the leaves? Maybe he's looking at a pile of like leaves in the ground. How's this looking, everybody? I'm gonna try and fix this little bit that I was making for the tie earlier, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it a little closer. You can see like what I did with it. So that's the character I tried. I feel like the glasses should go above the ears, but it feels a little weird doing that. I'm sorry I messed it up, everybody. I'm pretty happy with that one. Anyway, this is what I'm doing. Just trying to draw characters, figure out what maybe we'll draw. Let's try a different animal. I'm gonna try one more animal and then maybe take a break for the day. All right, let's see. How about we'll do the rhino. Oh boy, this one's gonna be tough. I don't draw rhinos that often because usually if I go to the zoo, there's not many rhinos, or if there are, they kind of stay hidden. I don't know why they do, but all right, let's see. Let's do this one, and I think I'm gonna make him anthropomorphic. I just kind of want to. Let's see. I have a pretty thick body. Excuse me while I look around a little bit, because it's like my board's kind of covering up the screen, but I also wouldn't have much of a neck too. The eyes are like way down here. I didn't like that. I don't like what I did just there. Try and fix it a little bit. It's funny how they have like this neck flap. What if it was like an ascot? A little pompous, like, oh, I am a rhino. Let's see. Put his legs pretty big toes. I feel it would be funny if you had some hair up here. Hands are always hard, but you gotta do them. So you might not get them quite accurate, but you know, especially when I'm drawing this rough and this quickly, I probably want to go back in and fix this. Like this hand should probably be more like more curved. And I might do more of like this, just to get the gesture of the hand better. Like I really messed up. I went a little too quick with that. I should have thought it through a little bit more, but you know, just try and get the idea out there. And I can always, if I really like the drawing, I can come back later and fix it. Let's see. Maybe he wears a sweater vest with his ascot. Maybe an Argyle sweater vest. A little loose down there. They also have pretty long tails too, like the giraffe. I imagine it's a lot to like swat pests away. No shoes. Just the toes. Do do do. So anyway, feel free to comment. Let me know what you guys think. If this is worth me continuing, we'll do it like my Wednesday, and it could be your Wednesday too. Draw with me as I draw. If you have suggestions for any characters or something like that to draw, that'd be fun too, to see what other people have. Like challenges are always nice. Get me out of my comfort zone. I mean, just doing this is out of my comfort zone. Just doing something where I'm talking and showing how I draw my process. I normally don't do this. Like, this is very, like I said, just new to me. So getting out of my comfort zone is pretty good. It feels good. Well, music started. Anyway. Do some shading. This is getting a little loose here, but you know, might want to do some shading, like especially because like the Rhino has like texture on his legs, like a scaly type texture. You might want to do that. Maybe do that. Get some shading on it. Get some shading on the ears. Yeah. I don't know. If you guys enjoy this, let me know. If I'm not getting a good response, maybe I'll do it a couple more times and see if it's worth continuing. But I don't know. Just something for me to do. And like I said, for my own mental health and trying something different. So I hope you all have a great day, and thanks a lot. Take care.